So this is what I've been looking forward to in the doubles. Hull and Dix against Collins and Thomas. Now, Collins and Thomas are the GB doubles partnership at the moment. I'm not talking Wimbledon. And this is Collins and Thomas on the Buck Station. On the Bark Station, Hull and Dix. Andy Murray and Serena Williams on court a bit later on. We're home in time for that. But for now, it's all about Collins and Thomas, who are a new double for this season. And there's so much strength at the moment in the sculling department of GB men's rowing that you've got a competitive quad and this competitive double as well. So nearest to you, the shot there, Graham Thomas in the stroke seat, and in the bow seat you've got John Collins, who is very familiar with this event. Collins and Woolton, the two Johns, won it back in 2015. And then Groom and Beaumont, you might remember, last year winning. So Great Britain partnerships have dominated in the doubles over the last few years.
Yeah, and we have absolutely a great squad that can win medals in the single, the double or the quad. I think at times we've struggled to be consistent about winning all the time in one of those crews, and they're always looking for what's the magic combination that's a nailed-on gold. But these events are so tough, but we can absolutely see the superior technique, brilliant sculling from the British double there, John Collins and Graham Thomas.
I spoke to Graham on Tuesday at Caversham at the HQ there. I spoke to his parents last week, who said they weren't going to be travelling down this week because they've been on the international circuit following Graham, whose international career is extraordinary by anyone's standards, having suffered serious injuries at times and an illness right before the Olympic Games at Rio. Right on the eve, he was out there in the training camp and was sent home because of illness, which must have been pretty heartbreaking for him. But you do just wonder if it's in the stars that you see Collins and Thomas win a shiny medal in Tokyo next summer. That would
be brilliant, because he was also the complete superhero at Sarasota, where having competed in the B final of the double, he then kind of leapt in when Pete Lambert was ill in the quad, and they got a silver medal. I mean, he just leapt into basically at the end of the warm-up, didn't do a warm-up.
It was a back spasm, and he got a phone call whilst he was sitting next to his parents in the grandstand at Sarasota saying you needed ASAP down at the start because you're in, and he hadn't been in a stroke seat for over a year, and did what he did. They got a medal.
They got a silver medal. He had to steer. He had no warm-up. There's been a lot of laughter in kind of rowing since about how, you know, these warm-ups are they're overrated. Look, he just got in and won a silver medal. What are we doing all this time? Rowers always like to cut their warm-up so we don't waste too much energy before we race. So he was the living embodiment of the ideal. You step in, you race, and you win a medal. But a fantastic athlete, and he was also part of the start programme at Agecroft. So former rugby union player, switched to rowing at the age of 20, and now one of the best in the world.
Big Preston North End football fan as well. And John Collins there, you can see in the cap in the bow seat, he's a very steady character, very reliable, very experienced now. And those two will be through to the Saturday. Nothing untoward happening there. They're going to have some tough competition over the weekend. We've seen that in the last hour on the water. Story and Harris, for example, will really test those two. But the GB men's double of Thomas and Collins safely home against Hull and Dix in the doubles there. Good performance from them.